Coming to you live from the home office. I'm about to go live with the first Hangout of the summer session. We're just going to go ahead and get everything up and running, starting in a few minutes. Don't want the students to be too alarmed. We should shortly have some students joining us in a minute. Okay, so students should be coming in any moment now. As they come in, we'll be waiting. Need a light for in here. Okay, I've got people coming in. Good morning, good afternoon. So I have Jasmine, I have Cleo. Woof. Be right back. What is it, Beauregard? Okay, I hope everyone's up and running. If you can hear me, go ahead and talk back.
What's going on over there? I can hear you. If can you hear me? This is Claire.
Hello, Claire.
Danny, you still there?
Who's that? Who is the other person? Jazzy, Michelle. Okay, we have a full house. We're starting to get a full house. How's everybody doing this afternoon, this evening, this morning?
Good.
Good. I apologize, but I usually will send out a video message to students quite frequently, part due to the fact because I like to make sure that the students know what I'm doing and at least provide additional tutorials. Unfortunately, in my building, it has been excruciatingly oppressively hot. We've had no AC for about a week, and yes, so I was literally losing weight by just going to the office. Person's not available. Okay, so let's everybody introduce everybody. Everybody, tell us who you are, and let's go ahead and see how.
Oh, crap.
Who said, "Oh crap"? I hope they come back. All right, so let's start with. Is that Milan?
Yes, I'm Milan.
Hello, Milan. Tell us about yourself.
I live in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh my goodness.
I'm currently a junior. I would like to get my bachelor's in criminal justice. I thought about changing it for a little bit, but it looks like I'm sticking with criminal justice. And yeah, I'm 19.
Well, welcome to class. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Next, who do I have here? Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I live in Winston-Salem. I'm 34 years old. I'm going back to school to get my degree in criminal justice. My dream is to be a lawyer, so I'm headed toward the law enforcement track to, after I finish my degree, go into law school.
Awesome.
So that's my goal.
Okay, well, glad to have you. Let's see. Let's see. Jasmine, are you there? Okay, I don't have a Jasmine. Where's Claire?
I'm here, but my camera's not working. It's not being found.
It's okay. We can still hear you. I'm sure you'll come up with a camera soon. Tell us about yourself and what you hope to get out of the class.
My name is Claire Esso. I'm a criminal justice major, and I'm going to be a senior this year.
With a lot of background noise.
Yes. I am a very shy person, so I hope to get help with that, with speaking and stuff.
Okay, glad to have you. And Sierra, hello. Tell us who you are and how'd you come in and what are you going to do with class?
I'm Sierra Hicks. I just transferred from a school in Texas. I'm a psych major. Oh wait, is there two?
What was that?
Sorry, my camera's messing up. But I'm a psych major and I'm going to be a senior also.
You what?
I'm a junior, almost a senior.
Okay, very good, very good. Welcome to the class. Okay, so to be honest with you, I had a lot of soul searching this semester as I was unpacking the course, and what I wanted to do, I really wanted to make sure that the class was, for lack of a better term, very low stakes. I wanted to make it very quick, very easy, nothing that is just incredibly too difficult. So for your first couple of assignments, basically what we did was I wanted to make sure you all signed, of course, the method of memo of understanding, which basically is like the course rule book. You know what you're going to be doing. On top of that, you also had to do your Google Plus accounts. Now you see why you have to have them, and your YouTube account. Those accounts allow us so we can go ahead and pretty much transact business with YouTube as well as Blackboard also. For the most part, all of that is class participation material. Let's see if I can share the screen so you can kind of see. Well, now I don't want to put anyone's grades out. But basically, it's a very, very low stakes course, the first part of it. Now, the first assignment, and we only have two. Traditionally, I will do 4 assignments, but I'm going to be very realistic. We only have 4 weeks, and we're already in the second week of a 4-week term. So there's no reason for us to make this excruciatingly difficult. I don't think so. I want to make sure that you have a very good experience in the course. I also want to make sure that you take something from the course. like I said, I want to make sure that I'm kind of open. Well, I am open, but I want to go ahead and put some other things out there too, because I had a student who brought this out, and I want to make sure that we all kind of know. Now, as this is an online class, there are various times that we all are just not going to be available, right? Like for me, I'm not available after Thursday at 5 o'clock, and I really don't get back online until probably 9 o'clock on the following Monday, unless there's something that's crucial or we have an assignment that's due. But my goal is to make sure that we get you what you need. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of backgrounds. I'm going to go over you getting some feedback. All right, so anyway, so what we want to do is make sure that you kind of understand that I try to get everything back to folks in about, I'd say, I'd get back to you within 24 to 48 hours via email or phone call. The assignments I try to get back to you with enough time, roughly, I would say, anywhere between, I want to say, get your assignments back within about 24 to 48 hours. As I do that, that then allows me an opportunity to, for the most part, give you time to correct, revise, resubmit. That's pretty much how the flow operates. For the first assignment, and what I tried to do with the demonstration outline, I gave you a model. Was that helpful to you?
Yes.
Was that helpful to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Right, because the model pretty much is kind of basic. If you follow the model, you should be okay. We had some people who followed the model to the T. We had some people who went above and beyond, and they even brought some citations in, which I found great. From that point, again, easy 100 points, easy 100. Right now, everybody should have, for lack of a better term, a good, strong A at this point. If you have been doing the assignments and keeping up, I get them back to you, you should have an A already. Now, we have some folks who did go back and they kind of didn't do it the right way. So again, what I try to do, to be fair, is I try to give students an opportunity to revise and resubmit their work. I give them 48 hours to do so. Now, if the work isn't revised and resubmitted within the 48-hour window, what I will then do is let that grade stand. It will be a final grade. Typically, people will go ahead and get the hint. Let me go back, talk to the professor, figure out what I can do to make this better, and then we can go ahead and move on and make sure that you have a polished presentation, a polished outline, so by the time you make your speech, when you go to the speech studio, if you choose to do so, or when you go to make your speech using, let's say, your flat screen TV at home, it's pretty easy. What you do is just plug in your PowerPoint presentation using the HDMI cable from your laptop or wherever, and then you present using your PowerPoint presentation that you created, and you also look primarily at us as though we're your audience and you are making the presentation towards us. Does that sound pretty easy?
No.
It doesn't sound easy? Hold on. I gotta unmute somebody.
It does.
Okay. Who said that?
Ashley, well, Milan. Sorry, I go by Ashley.
Hello, Ash. Thank you, Ashley. That's great. So I'm glad I had someone agree that it was easy. Don't want to make something too difficult for anybody. Just don't. Let's see. All right. Now from there, we now have, of course, the first speech, which is due this Friday. Your first speech is, of course, your fitness demonstration speech. Now, many of you probably ask yourself, why did he make us do a fitness demonstration speech? And I'll tell you why. In times past, we've had students who would come up with a demonstration speech on how to boil water. And so as they attempted to do that, the idea was that we need something that is somewhat challenging, somewhat kinetically challenging. So what we wanted to do, or what I tried to do, was to, one, create an assignment that was fun, two, to basically get students moving. That's important to me. And also, the purpose of this particular assignment is to really try to hone your skills on making a PowerPoint presentation. Has anyone looked at the PowerPoint presentation model that I supplied in the actual, LMS or in Blackboard? Has anyone looked at that?
I have.
I looked at it.
Okay, what did you think of it?
It was helpful, but it was a little confusing for me. But
Okay.
I believe that could, like, I think that the outline of how it should be, I think that helped me out, like, to understand where things need to go.
Right. Anyone else?
Are you
Well,
talking about the one on
go ahead.
YouTube? Are you talking about the one on YouTube?
Well, there were quite a few. So what we did was I actually created I created a PowerPoint design tutorial on YouTube. In addition to that, I also created, or I actually took an actual sample of student work, and I used that and I uploaded that into Blackboard. So you can actually download what that student did. And I put it as a PDF because I didn't want anyone to do, I know no one would do this, but I wanted to put it as a PDF because I didn't want people to get the idea that I can snatch this and call it my own. But we definitely want to make sure that we, give you something that's a realistic example. The student who produced the PowerPoint presentation that I uploaded into Blackboard, that of course earned the highest grade possible. The student was able to go out and get good photography, use slides well, build slides up. So it was a very good example, I felt. Did that help you all?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you, is anyone having any challenges, I guess, with getting, I guess, that, your PowerPoint in line? Do we have any questions about that?
No.
I have a question. So do we have to obtain our own, like, video? Like, it can't, like, it has to be our own video?
Yes. Students have to basically create their own media. I say that in the checklist. So
Okay.
you can't use clip art. Using clip art is a very good way to get a pretty good grade. So clip art is not allowed. Some of you look upset.
I'm just having a hard time getting people for the video. Like, I don't know people. I'm newer here, so getting like an audience. That's my hard part.
Okay. Are you on campus or close to campus?
I'm like 45 minutes.
Okay, great. Is there anyone else in this group who also is anywhere close to campus? Nobody. Oh.
I'm not far.
Okay, great. So what you guys could do is exchange contact information after the hangout, and maybe you guys can work with each other to get this stuff done. I'll be on campus for, well, tomorrow I have to go to Greensboro for a quick meeting, but I will be on campus to assist you with anything that I can. And I want you to understand, the idea here is I don't want you to think that you're going to present the most polished presentation immediately. And I can tell you why. There's probably some level of anxiety because you're thinking, okay, what will he take, what will he not take? And I want to rest assured that the process, it is literally about revise and resubmit, revise and resubmit. Now, once you have a polished presentation, then you have to practice that presentation using your, what's the word I'm saying, a presentation aid. So what you basically did was you created a presentation, and you'll be using that presentation as you make your speech. And what I want to do is also give you some ground rules of what I'm looking for in a speech, and I'll put this in writing too. We want to make sure that as you present your demonstration speech, that you actually do this in business casual attire. We really don't want to see any body art. We really don't want to see any piercings. We do want to see you, however, business casual. It doesn't have to be business professional, so there's no need for a suit and tie or no need for formal dress. This really is something that it's a fitness demonstration, so think of yourself as, for lack of a better term, the PE coach for the day. Make sense?
Yes.
Good, good, good. Okay, so as we move on from that, I will also share with you the rubric of how your speech will be evaluated. Now, in years past, what I've done is I've actually asked students to critique each other back and forth, but that became a bit cumbersome, and let's be very honest. I think many of you are taking more than this class this semester. So my goal is to make this an easy, not an easy class per se. There needs to be rigor, but because we have so many moving parts, we don't need to complicate it by having you go out and do extra work than you need to. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
unless you want to go ahead and evaluate each other's work, which you can do. But I don't think I'm going to hold you to that, Kim, because that's a whole lot of moving parts right there. Are there any questions about what we're looking for in the demonstration speech? I'll take your silence as that there are no questions. You all are good to go. Is that true?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Don't have me scared.
If you have questions later, can we email you?
Please do. I think that's going to help you out a lot. Again, give me time to get back in contact. Give me time to respond back. I'll do my best to respond back to them as I can. But sure, I think that's the best way to go about this. If you have questions, I need to be able to answer them. And again, the deadline is in place. We're looking for your PowerPoint presentations tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, I can't be flexible on the deadline, but I will say if you turn it in, you will have an opportunity to revise and resubmit it. Now, if you don't turn it in, then that will more than likely give you a grade of a 0. And if you don't turn something in per the syllabus and per the rules, that could jeopardize you even being able to pass the course. So turn something in. It's because that again is your class participation. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so is everyone having a decent experience thus far in the course?
Yes.
Don't be yes people. Tell me what's on your mind.
I think that it's pretty self-explanatory so far.
Okay. I appreciate that. Someone else? Well, good. So again, the goal here is not to drive you crazy. We've only got 4 weeks, and to be honest with you, I had to explain this to a student. This is summer school, so I'm not going to treat you as though, or treat it as though that we are like in a 5,000 level course. This is an intro to public speaking class, and everyone already has the packet. Has the handout helped you out at all as far as the content? There's this handout that I put out here for students. It's located. I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share so you can see it. There we go. So if you take a look at this actually can help you too. Did anyone get a chance to look at this or download it?
I did.
Good. If you haven't, please do so. I felt this was a whole lot. This made more sense than you having to just buy a book that you're not going to use after this course. So this right here, you can download, keep it, use it for other classes as well. And it's only like, it only cost me like about maybe $4. And I went ahead and put it out on the site. So have at it. It's a good resource. I'd recommend you use it. As we move deeper into the course, and you'll be able to see this. For example, let's take a look here. Speech organization. They have the introduction, attention getter, rhetorical question, ways you can start the speech. All of this is pretty basic, I think. But again, if you have questions, please feel free to consult this or me, and you can look at the examples that we have available. Okay. So, are we pretty good as far as the demonstration speech? The demonstration speech is going to be due 5 o'clock Friday. Can we meet the deadline?
Alrighty.
Okay.
You can meet the deadline on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once we get through with that, we're then going to move into our informative speech. And the informative speech is going to be a little bit more intensive. This is where we're going to go ahead and actually stray a little bit. I want folks to actually, if you haven't already, start figuring out who you can get to be audience members for you. And please send that list to me certainly before. Let me take a look at the calendar, because I actually have that in there too. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to Blackboard. Take a look at this assignment. So as we're now moving, I'm going to screen share again. So you can kind of see what we're doing. Okay, so right here, I'm going to go to the informative speech section. And I'm going to go ahead and pluck out the due dates of everything that you have to turn in. So you have your bibliography, and there's a tutorial on that. I will go ahead and share that with you. It's in the YouTube. I'll put that out there for you. The due date for that is going to be June 13th. The link will close down at 5 o'clock. June 13th, we want to have your former speech bibliography. From there, we also want to have, I think, I'm not mistaken, I don't have that. I need to put that in. There we go. We have the role list as well. We want to make sure that you tell me who is going to be a part of your audience. Again, that needs to be in too by June 13th. And let me move this up here while it's on my mind so they're all in the same group. There we go. Okay, so again, with all your assignments, I try to provide a checklist for you as well. So again, the outline is due June 18th, as well as your PowerPoint presentation. That is due on June 18th as well. Your PowerPoint is due, I believe, on the 18th. Yes. And then the final speech, folks, it's due, it is due on June 22nd or 25th. Let me double check. It's due on June 22nd. And that's pretty much right around the time when we start winding things down. Now, I will say this. If I find that we're having a lot of technical difficulties or students are just not getting certain skill sets, I can go ahead and move a deadline here or there. I'm not inflexible, but I want to try to get everything done as soon as possible. So I do hope that you've taken down those dates, so you're on point with that. It gives us enough time also to transition out of one speech to another speech. And I'll also tell you more when you do another hangout about this, what you're looking for, and your actual informative speech. Your informative speech, let me tell you now, is going to be a TED Talk. You will have to do an 8 to 10 minute TED Talk. You will have to have a minimum of 5 members in your audience. So I'm giving you the heads up now. So this is the 4th of June. You have roughly you have roughly 18 days to get your audience ready so you can get the TED Talk ready to go. Once you do that, everything should be done and you should have an A in this course and be able to move on and do what you got to do to graduate. That sound fair? Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
There's no audience needed for the first speech, correct?
No, it is not.
Just the informative speech is where the audience is needed.
Right. That's why I was telling people, and that's why I thought I said before. If I didn't, I thank you for asking that question. Yes. All we need for this is just for you to make a speech to us. Consider us the audience. When you do your talk, you need to have an audience of 5. Other questions?
For the presentation.
Okay, Basil, I think you had a question.
I was saying, like, does the audience have to be classmates, or does it could be anybody?
I would prefer they be your classmates because that way you can be an audience member for that person who probably needs an audience member. But I'm not going to hold a hard line to that. It would be nice if they were classmates. That way you guys get the whole thing done. Work together.
Well, like I live in Wilmington, so like the audience, do they have to be like actual audience or like audience just like on Google Hangout or something?
They have to be real, live human beings in the 3D flesh.
Okay, yeah, so that wouldn't work for me.
Well, no, you can get some other members. I mean, if you clearly are like, if you are geographically in a place where it's like impossible, no, I'm not going to hold you but so much, but you still need to have 5 adult members.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Yeah, get your family. Get your family.
Mhm.
So does the course seem kind of easy? Kind of, not say easy. Does it seem kind of like self-explanatory? I like that choice of words right now. Kind of, it's not too complicated, is it?
For the presentation,
Stop it.
will we need to have our presentation up during our speech?
Yes, you will. In fact, I recommend you take a look at the example that is in the demonstration speech. We actually have a demonstration speech example that is available for you to look at, download. You should be able to see that. If you go into, let me go into student view. And let's go ahead and share the screen again. So as a student, I'm now going back into the demonstration speech. Click into the module. Gone. And let's see, gone. And PowerPoint model, download that, presentation checklist. PowerPoint, again, go. And then from here, you can actually take a look at the demonstration speech model. Now, click to launch. Okay, that's a problem. Let me go ahead and fix that and get that up and running. I'll go ahead and see if I can fix that for you because you need to see that. I think something is downloaded. Let me see what we got. That's the PowerPoint. Shoot. Let me go and take a look at this. I'm gonna edit this up. And what I'm gonna do, I'm glad I saw this now. Let me get out of this model. It's probably my computer. But let me go ahead and see if I can share this link with you too. Let's see, where is this speech? Uh-oh. Demonstration speech model, okay. I will need to fix that, so I'm glad that I was able to see that. I can fix that tonight so you guys can actually see the model of what the student did. Has anyone been able to download that? It might be my computer is outdated. What was that? Was anyone able to download the actual example?
You talking about the PowerPoint?
I was able,
The speech.
Oh no, I just looked at the.
yeah. I was able to see the demonstration speech.
Okay. Let me see if I can find that too. But I'm sure, I know it's on my computer, on my laptop, so I can go ahead and try to upload it there as well. It probably is an issue for me. Was anyone else able to see that?
Yeah, I was able to see that.
Okay. Then it could be I'm missing a plugin. If you're not able to see it, let me know. I'll see if I can go ahead and fix it. I'm thinking it might be a plugin issue for me. I hope. Let me see what we got. Download. But that's a minor fix. I can take care of that. All right. Are there any other questions you guys have for me?
I don't think so.
Okay, we good? Okay, so what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go ahead and end this tonight. I'm going to go ahead and make this live available for other people so they can actually go ahead and watch the recorded version of this, and they can go back and refer to this if they have to. Those dates are very important. Again, make sure that you have the stuff ready for your demonstration speech. Demonstration speech is due at 5 o'clock this Friday. Your PowerPoint presentation is due tomorrow at 5. And hopefully go ahead and have some good stuff. All right. Any other questions? We'll see you guys for the next hangout. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.